I need my.
Vegas Stacker in the stream.
And how come on my scene ain't working? Hey y'all, hey the precious metalers, welcome to Monday Night Metals. Little hiccup here at the start. I was trying to show some video footage, the ad promo we did for the show. Wondering if you guys all saw it. Yeah, let's let that thing roll. Here it goes. Yeah. All right. Right on, right on. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It took me a minute to figure out how to set that up. Anywho, how you guys doing tonight? We got Silver State Stacker and Blue Collar here, and we've got Vegas in the chat.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, everybody? I can't get in the. Hold on a second. I can't make comments in the chat. I don't know why, but looks like Dub C is getting out already.
Oh, he's already taken off, huh?
That's what it sounds like.
Well, Dub C, sorry about that hiccup, man. I lost your attention span, but yeah, we'll see you next time, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I'm just playing, man. No, I'd probably leave too. I get it, Dub. I get it. Yeah, Liberty Bleeds subscribers. Yeah, he saw that and he's like, yep, I'm going too, man. Later.
That's funny.
Oh shit. So I want to talk about the GSR tonight. But
Yeah.
before we do that, I was kind of thinking we might talk about this dude. Oh, that's his logo. If you guys don't know, Silver State Stacker's logo right there. And this is what his description page looks like. And I was wondering, would you do us the honor of reading your description?
Yeah, welcome to the Silver State Stacker. It's your ultimate destination for all things physical silver stacking and goldbacks. Whether you're a seasoned stacker or exploring the unique world of goldbacks, my channel dives deep into the realms of precious metal investing, silver bullion analysis, and the fascinating innovation of goldbacks as a form of currency. Discover expert tips on building your stack, learn how to incorporate goldbacks into your collection, and understand the market trends shaping the future of precious metals, from stacking silver as a hedge against inflation to exploring the versatility and historical significance of goldbacks. I provide informative content to foster, I can't read that, something community and enthusiasts dedicated to, can't read that, I'm blocking it. My thing's blocking it, investing. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. Some of it's cut out from the
right on, man. And yeah, you can add history to that now because that's your latest video is the episode 2, right?
Yeah, man. I thought it would be kind of fun. I just wanted to do something different. I'm like all into like, research and studying things, and I just thought it'd be fun, and I thought, man, this would be great to do like a little 6-part little series, act like I'm the History Channel. I love Oak Island. I've been watching Oak Island since like season 1. Whenever they find that stuff, man, it's going to be a great day. But yeah, so that's my crack at the History Channel for you.
Yeah, I'm a big Oak Island guy myself. You really think they're going to find anything?
Man, I don't know. Every single time they dig, they feel like they pull up, the water with the gold in it and stuff. So they seem like they're getting close. And every episode, I mean, you think the next episode they're going to strike gold, don't you? But they're just inching closer and closer.
Yeah, that's kind of what they want you to think. I don't know, man. I would think if somebody hid gold there years ago, they probably got it out of there. If not, those dudes in 1795 found it.
Right, and just didn't say anything. Somebody found it, didn't say anything. I will tell you this though, they have literally reshaped the history books. I mean, we've found that people were here doing stuff long before Columbus and all that was going on. So, it's
That's
pretty
true.
cool.
Yeah, they got some stuff dating back to like the 1100s or something, right?
It's pretty cool, man. It's really cool. I mean, can you imagine the Knights Templar was here in North America? I mean,
Mm.
craziness, right?
Yeah, they got carvings and rocks and all kinds of crazy stuff. That's a
Yeah,
great show.
it is. I mean, even if they never find
Right
gold,
on.
it's
I haven't
fascinating.
gotten into it.
No, it's definitely worth it. I mean, what are they into, like 14 seasons now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for like 14 seasons. I think there's 16 seasons, man. I think it's like
Is it? I
16 or
I
something,
kind of
man.
lost touch with it a little bit because I cut the cable like 3 years ago, and I
Mhm.
haven't really kept up with it. But the first, I never missed an episode through the first like 11 or 12 seasons. So
They had another they've tried other little like spin-offs on those. There was one that they were looking for the lost gold of
Montezuma.
Montezuma or something. I keep wanting to say Montezuma. Was that Montezuma's treasure was in Japan or out there in that area during World War II? Japan buried all that gold in the mountains out there, and that only got like 1 or 2 seasons, and it kind of faded. But I love those shows, man. They're just so fun. How cool would it be to have a job to just go find treasure? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you kind of got a
I
little
found some
experience of
treasure
that.
on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah, you
saying. You
did.
got a little taste of that,
Little pirate treasure.
bro. You
Nobody
got to
knows
tell
about
us
it though
about
because
that.
I think the video got like 77 views.
It's crazy what people pick up on, man. My first episode went 3 days with 24 views, and then after day three, it's like the algos kicked in, and that sucker's like 1750. I mean, it was like in a matter of days, it just shot to the moon. I mean, it's crazy what people like and don't like. I found it
Well,
fascinating, and I want to hear more about it.
the same thing happened to me with the I sold gold and trade the ratio video. It really didn't get much traction, and I was bitching to Dennis about it, and we were kind of like comforting each other because his video was doing shit too, and and then all of a sudden it caught a bid, and it was like, shoo, I think it got like 1,500 views now.
It's fun watching them go up, isn't it? It's like a slot
Yeah,
machine just running up.
I know.
Speaking,
And some people, I look at their channel and it's like every freaking video has got like 25, 4,000, 6,000, and I'm like, what the hell?
well,
Yeah,
take a
you
look
see
at the
some
Silver
of these
State
guys.
Stacker. His stats are right there, and dude, you got all kinds of links. That's cool. I mean, anybody who wants some information, go to the description page of Silver State Stacker. The links you got going, and what do you got? 87, 81,000. I can't even read it; it's so small. But
I don't know what you're seeing. You see, I got what? 80.
oh, at the very bottom, your views
Oh yeah, 81,000 views. Yeah.
81, 81, huh?
Yeah, 81. That's right. It's so small, man. I can hardly see it too. I think I need glasses.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's better on other people's devices than ours because we have all the extra stuff below it, makes it all small. But yeah, right
Yeah, man.
on.
Definitely encourage y'all to put links and stuff up there, man. I mean, I'm pretty active here on YouTube. That's my main thing, but I'm over on X, and I'm occasionally over on the Instagram. I know LBS is on Instagram all the time, so I'm not quite as much there, but yeah, man, put your links up there. Follow people, man.
yeah. I got a little bit on TikTok, and yeah, TikTok kind of sucks, man. The Duke.
Yeah, the Duke.
What's the
Let's see if
Duke
I can
doing?
make.
Oh, is that LBS with the Duke on there?
Yeah, he had a picture of the Duke up. You ever see the
Oh,
Duke's
yeah.
chip? I got the Duke to give me a chip, one of his poker chips, last time out.
Did you really? I just went and
Yeah.
saw the Duke on Friday. I went and saw him. He
Yep.
remembered you. He remembered me too.
You know what's
Oh,
funny?
yeah.
He
The Duke's great.
he tried to sell me the poker chip for $5. I was like, dude, I'll give you one of mine. You give me one of yours.
There you go. That's how you
Yeah.
do it.
So
That's how you do it.
yeah, he threw it in at the end. He didn't. At first, he was like, "No, I don't want to trade. I got to charge you like $5." I was like, "Fuck off, dude! I'm paying $5 for your poker chip."
Yeah.
But he ended up giving it to me.
He's just trying to make some money.
No, he makes plenty of money, dude. That guy's gold case. He's got more gold than an Aztec.
Yeah, his pockets are way heavy, man.
I'll tell you what though, I got a $5 roll of dimes from him, and I had 120 bucks in my pocket to go shopping last Friday, and he gave me the roll of dimes, and then I was $3 short, and so he gave me one extra dime, so I got $5.10 worth of silver dimes from the Duke on Friday.
There you go.
Nice change, man.
Yeah, I like my 90% stuff, man. I've been really on a 90% kick lately. 90% in bars, man. I've really kind of been into bars and 90% lately.
Cool. Yeah, I was
Well,
kind of what I bought from him. I bought some Mexican coins from him last time.
Mm-hmm. We both got that
Bars.
Onza.
Yeah, exactly. We both got one. And then you know what's funny? He had bars. He had bars for $33, bars and rounds. And actually, I think he had some sovereign coins for 33, which was $1 over spot that day.
He
Still
had
is
the best prices on Friday, man. I walked. There was about 20 vendors there. It was about a quarter of the size from the national show, and it was still just as busy, just same amount of people there. I mean, it was pretty packed, but he had the
That's
best
cool.
prices by far, man. I just went right back to him. I was like, yeah, hook me up.
I wish I could have come out for that, but unfortunately, I had to go on a cruise.
You didn't miss much. Trust me, the national one is the one to go to. Like I said, this one was only about a quarter of the size.
Yeah.
Our shop, Archangel. I mean, me and Liberty like Archangel a lot. I mean, they didn't really have anything there but gold, and the only silver they had there was slab Morgans. I mean, they had like a whole cart full of slab Morgans. Didn't have any 90% or anything like that. So they didn't even bring all their stuff.
Do you remember the vendor that was selling those Liberty Samoa coins that we all bought?
Vaguely, yes.
yeah,
I believe he was there.
That guy was there?
I believe he was there. There was a lot of similar faces. Yeah.
That's
A lot of California
Country
vendors, a lot of
Bear. They're out
Arizona.
of Kingman, Arizona.
Yep, yeah, I bet he was there. Like I said, there's a lot of California vendors there, a lot of Arizona vendors there. And I think the only local vendor, next to the Duke, which he doesn't really have a shop, but was Archangel. Everybody else was like from surrounding states.
Well,
yeah,
I gotta tell you,
you
man,
can get from Kingman in 2 hours. So yeah, I'm sure that guy comes out for all the shows.
I hope he's there in July because I'm coming loaded for bear,
Oh,
dude.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna clean that dude out of Morgan's when I come out in July.
I'll bet he still has most of those. I'll bet you he does, dude.
You're probably right. He probably has a good source to get them, but he had
Yeah,
BU
that
Morgans. He had BU Morgans for $40. I don't know what I was thinking.
All right, well, we got to get to business because I brought y'all here for a reason. Let's talk about the gold silver ratio, and I got a little article I want to read y'all, and then I want to hear what the both of you think about that, and we kind of know your stance, blue collar, because you've already taken a couple ounces of gold and turned them into silver.
Yep.
So this should be very interesting. I didn't really understand. I still don't understand it totally. Like I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Anyways, I think a lot of us out there are trying to wrap our heads around it. And I found this article popped up on my feed, and I was like, online. It's goldsilver.com. I want to give a shout out to these guys. Of course, there's no author. It's just like, they sell gold and silver. This is one of their informative articles that they put online. But it's really good. Probably it'll just take me like maybe 10, 12 minutes to read it. And then I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think?
That guy is great. That's Mike Maloney. I've been following that dude forever.
Yep, Mike Malone. There you go, bro. And I don't know. I'm sure he has a team of writers and all that, and then they do all kinds of articles and video. Yeah, they're on YouTube as well. And so yeah, I thought shout out to those guys would be sufficient for using their material, hopefully. But
yeah, go for it. I think I probably read the article already, but let's hear it.
You probably did, but that doesn't mean everybody did, right?
Hell no.
Okay. All right, let's see. Make sure I can run this little thing right here. Okay, so it says gold silver ratio 100 to 1. What it means for silver investors. Something extraordinary just happened to the precious metal world. The gold silver ratio has reached the 100 to 1 mark. In simple terms, it now takes a whopping 100 ounces of silver to buy just a single ounce of gold. If you follow metal markets, you'll know this is a big deal. This extreme level has only happened a few times in modern financial history.
Right.
Understanding the gold silver ratio. If you're new to this concept, the gold silver ratio is just what it sounds like. It tells you how many ounces of silver you need to buy for 1 ounce of gold. Think of it as a relationship barometer between these two precious metals. What makes the current gold silver ratio 101 reading so interesting is how far we've drifted from historical norms. For centuries, when both metals served as actual currency, this ratio averaged around 15 to 1. That's not 50, that's 1-5 to 1, 15 to 1. That's right. It used to take only about 15 ounces of silver to buy an ounce of gold. In more recent decades, the ratio has typically bounced between 40 to 1 and 80 to 1. Market veterans generally view anything above 80 to 1 as signaling silver is undervalued compared to gold, while readings below 40 to 1 suggest the opposite. And then I got a little graph here, and it's just showing it all going up with a few drops. And here we go. When you see extremes like our current 100 to 1 ratio situation, it often signals that something significant might be brewing in the markets. These outlier readings have historically preceded major shifts, sometimes in the broader economy, sometimes specifically in precious metals pricing. When a gold ratio silver ratio 101 happens, pay attention. Let's put this into perspective. A 100 to 1 gold ratio is incredibly rare. Before our current situation, we've only seen this extreme level once since 2000. And that was during the COVID-19 market panic in March of 2020. And here's the interesting part. Investors who scooped up silver during those pandemic lows around $12 were rewarded handsomely with gains of nearly 150% by August of 2020, when silver reached as high as $30 an ounce. What makes this ratio worth watching is its tendency to eventually return to normal levels. These extreme readings rarely stick around for long. At some point, the market corrects itself. Either silver plays catch up and outperforms gold, or gold pulls back while silver holds steady. Why is silver lagging so far behind? You might be wondering why silver seems so undervalued right now. There are a few key reasons. First, gold and silver play different roles in today's economy. Gold has been shining as the go-to monetary hedge during uncertain times, while silver has one foot in both worlds. It's partly a precious metal, but also heavily used in industry, with manufacturing slowdowns, Saturday morning showdown, there you go, and recession worries. That industrial side of silver has been holding it back. Then there's the institutional factor. Big players like central banks, large investment funds have been loading up on gold while largely ignoring silver, despite silver sharing many of gold's monetary benefits. Lastly, there's a curious mismatch happening with silver supply and demand. Even though industrial uses for silver are growing, think electric vehicles and solar panels, investment demand hasn't kept pace with gold's during recent global tensions. However, at current levels, silver appears significantly undervalued relative to gold by historical standards. 100 to 1 gold-silver ratio presents compelling arguments for silver's potential outperformance in the coming months. What this could mean for silver's investor, and we're almost done here, guys. So what's the potential upside here for silver? When we examine the historical data on the ratio, these extreme ratios don't last forever. The gold-silver ratio tends to eventually swing back to its average, which could spell opportunity for silver investors. Let's run some quick numbers. If the ratio were to head back to its modern average of 60 to 1, silver would need to gain nearly 67% compared to gold. That's a pretty significant move. And if we saw a return to the 40 to 1 level that's been typically during strong silver bull markets, we'd be looking at an even more dramatic rally. These aren't predictions, of course, but they do highlight why contrarian investors and precious metals enthusiasts get particularly interested when the ratio hits these extreme levels. When something gets as far out of the historical range, market forces often eventually pull it back toward equilibrium. While timing any market perfectly is impossible, the 100 to 1 ratio certainly suggests that silver might have some more room to run than gold if historical patterns repeat. How might you play this opportunity? If you're thinking about how to potentially benefit from the situation, here are a few approaches worth considering. 1, direct silver acquisition. That's what I'm doing. You could simply buy physical silver, coins, or bars, give you direct exposure without worrying about anyone else standing between you and your investment. Many long-term precious metals enthusiasts prefer this hands-on approach. 2. Ratio trading. Here's blue collar. If you're more of an active trader, some folks are actually swapping some of their gold for silver right now, planning to flip back when the ratio normalizes. I imagine you are, blue collar. This strategy requires more market timing skill, but has worked well during previous ratio extremes. Number 3, gradual accumulation. For most people, though, a steady approach makes sense. Maybe just adding a little bit of silver to your portfolio regularly over time. This way, you don't need to perfectly time the bottom, but you're still building a position while silver appears historically cheap compared to gold. Potential risk to consider. And then just one paragraph after that, and we're done. While the extreme gold-silver ratio suggests a compelling case for silver, prudent investors should acknowledge several potential risks. Extended timeline. Patience might be required. These ratio corrections don't always happen quickly. Sometimes they take months or even years to play out. Economic uncertainty. There's also the economic wild card. If we hit a severe global recession, silver might temporarily struggle due to its industrial uses, even while gold holds steady as a safe haven. Technical resistance. Silver has some technical price levels that might act like speed bumps on any upward move, potentially slowing down price gains even in if the fundamentals look good. The bigger picture. It's worth zooming out to see what's happening around us. This extreme ratio is showing up during a time of massive money printing by central banks worldwide, skyrocketing government debt, and growing global tensions. Historically, these factors have been pretty good for precious metals over the long haul. What makes silver particularly interesting is its dual personality. Its benefits from the same factors driving people to gold, monetary protection, but is also used extensively in industry. The green energy boom could be a major tailwind here, especially with solar panels, electrical vehicles, medical devices, and more, all gobbling up significant amounts of silver. A historic opportunity in the silver market. When the gold-silver ratio hits 101, we're looking at something that happened only a couple times in modern market history. For investors who like to go against the crowd and think long-term, this might be one of those rare moments when the odds are tilted in your favor. Sure, there are risks. There are always risks. But if history is any guide, and often it is, these extreme readings have offered favorable entry points for patient silver investors. Everyone's situation is different, of course. Your financial circumstances, how much risk you can handle, and your investment timeline should guide your decisions. But for those who understand what these historical extremes have meant in the past, the current market might be offering one of those special opportunities that only comes around a few times in an investor's life. Boom. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I could say from my own perspective that I totally agree with everything the guy's saying.
Yeah, I do. Yep, it's like a really well-written article, and it really explained a lot for me. There's a couple of things I wanted to touch on, but before we do that, blue collar, could you shout out everyone who's here? If anybody's still here after listening to me read for 12, 15 minutes.
Absolutely. I did that in the chat. I'll do it right here. Happy
Oh,
Tiger
thank you.
stopped by just now to say hello. Said wanted to drop a thumbs up. And A3 Sky Warrior is in the house. Gregory Freeman is one of your guys. Let's see, Mustard and Gold,
Right
Stacker
on.
Steak Maker, which better known as Big Poppy to us. Of course, we got T-Bird in the house. He's still working, but he said he's going to be getting off soon. OTG, we have, let's see, I got to keep going back past all mine. We had FG, we had Check, Transient Stacker, West Texas Stacker. Dub C was in for a little while, had a blowout. Vegas Stacker, of course, was in the house. Let's see, we're going to go all the way back. That's as far as I can go.
Right on. It sounds like we're playing a game of Clue out there. Thank y'all for being here, man. Yeah, we got Mr. Mustard in the dining room with the silver candlestick, I heard.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Mustard. What is it? Mustard and Gold. I'm going to subscribe to him right now.
That's awesome.
Oh, we got Mark Samuelson. He just popped his head in. Hey, guys, I've been listening for a while now. I'm here. Right on.
Mustard and Gold. I got you subscribed, dude.
Oh, look at that. Big Poppy says that was a good read. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. You kidding me?
Right
You know who
on.
popped in? Chris in Virginia.
Yeah, cool.
What's up, Chris? I got
Yep.
Gregory Freeman, sorry. I don't know that channel, but he is an LBS guy because he mentioned you, and I'm just subscribing to him right now.
Yeah, Gregor Freeman. He's been at a car show over this weekend, and he's been putting all kinds of really cool old Volkswagen and old trucks, like little shorts. And yeah, he's I've known him for quite a while, man. Way back on the other channel and on this one too. So yeah, Gregor Freeman's a good guy, man. Thanks for being here, Greg.
Now I got him subbed up too.
Yeah, sub everybody up, man. Drop your links if you're. I know I'm not on. I can't make people moderator from here, but if I could, I would, and I will when I rewatch. Yeah, A3, good to see you. Glad you're here too, man. Right on. Well, heck yeah. So let me. I want to kind of. There was a couple of things I read, and I was like, wait a minute. Questions I kind of had for you guys a little bit.
Yep. Well, can I just make a little statement on the thing, or very little?
Say that again.
No, would you mind if I just made a little statement on the article and like?
No, that's why I read it, man. Because I want to hear what you say about it, and I want to hear about what Silver State thinks about it too. So yeah, go right ahead, Blue Collar. Please do.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that I think a lot of people interpreted the trade that I did the wrong way. Like, in other words, a lot of people said, "Oh, dude, you made a huge mistake. You know, you're abandoning gold. Gold is running, and this and that." And I get it, gold is running, but we haven't seen 100 to 1 except one time in history, once.
Yep.
And everybody that talks about trading gold to silver ratio, and a lot of people talked about it when it was in the 80s, right? Anybody who talks about it in the 80s and doesn't do it at 100 to 1 never was going to do it, because it's now or never. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. It's like, if you're ever going to trade the ratio, and I'm not saying gold's going to go down and silver is going to go up. I hope they both go up. I just hope silver goes up more. That's what I'm saying. That's the bet that I'm placing, that silver is going to go up more.
Now it's been up for like 10 days now, over 100, I think, and I didn't watch it climb. Or did it climb? It must have climbed pretty quickly. And were you watching it?
Oh yeah, I was watching it. Of course, I watch it every day. It went from like high 80s to 100 in a couple of days.
I see. 12 points.
Yeah. So I think BCS is 100% accurate, but it's actually broke that 100 threshold a couple of times, more than once. So we hit it in 89, and then we also hit it in 2020. But
Yep.
just to give you a perspective and to support what BCS is saying, so like in I think March of 2020, it broke 110, broke the 110 threshold. This was in March of 2020, and then it took it a year, but not even quite a year. But in 2021, it dropped all the way down to 64. So
Yeah.
if you traded 1 ounce of gold, there's a spread involved, right? So you're not actually getting a 1-to-1. Maybe in today's value, maybe you're getting, in real value, you're getting between 90 to 95 ounces of gold or silver for 1 ounce of gold, at 100 to 1 ratio. Just depends on what the deal is. But if you traded 111 ounces in March of 2020, if you waited a year until February, you swapped, you literally doubled your value in silver, and then you swapped back into gold when it was 64, 64 to 1. So if you were to take those numbers, BCS, and I'll break down what you just did, okay?
That's like a double dog dare you, man.
Essentially, so yes, 60 to 1, 45 to 60 is the modern era average, but actually the past decade, our average ratio has been about 79 to 1. Okay, so let's just take 79 to 1. That's our last decade of average ratios that we're playing here. Now we're sitting at 100 or 100. I don't know when you swapped, if it was 101, 100. We'll just call it 100. And today's value of gold is $3,020, $32,010 today. Okay, so if you took 3,000 $210, which is 1 ounce of gold, and you swapped it for, let's just say that you were able to get 100 ounces of silver. Okay. Now, the beautiful thing is that silver, everybody is predicting that silver is probably going to finish off the year at $40 a pop. That turned that $3,210 into $4,050 by the end of the year. That is a 24% gain in silver. And people out there talking about that silver moves like molasses, they don't know how to play the numbers, man. It's all numbers. I would say that what BCS did was absolutely brilliant and at the right time, because you're right, it doesn't happen very often. It doesn't happen very often at all. It's like a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah. And
And
again, it's not a bet against gold. I still got gold, you know what I mean? It's just that I'm saying I'm taking a chance. I'll put a couple of ounces of gold up and say I think it's going to be, the ratio is going to turn, because like you said, within a year it had dropped all the way to 64
That's right.
from those highs in 2020. Now we know what that had to do with. That was the COVID era. So, and there were some commodities that went below zero. Okay.
Well, the problem during the COVID era was that factories shut down and silver production shut down, and because they were still, we still use it in electronics and stuff like that. There was a slight scarcity. I don't know if you remember when they like all the coins, people were sucking up all the coins, and there were stores that were like, we don't have any coins, we can't do coins. I mean, there was a little bit of a scarcity there that kind of added to that to that number as well in the silver.
Yeah, for sure. But again, it's like, I just want to reiterate that I'm not betting against gold. I'm just betting on silver. I hope gold keeps going up too. I got gold, you know.
Yeah, there's two numbers or two reasons why in that article that BCS talked about that really affects that ratio, and I think we're dealing with a double whammy right now, and that is people tend to turn towards gold when there's world uncertainty, economic uncertainty, fear of war, rumors of war going around. We certainly have that going around right now. And then the other thing is the industrial demand. When industrial demand, that can 100% affect, silver's price. And if demand falls, that's going to spread that ratio even wider. And look what we have going on with the tariffs in China. All of our solar panels, all of our cell phones, our iPhones, all that stuff comes over from China. And if it ain't going to hit the States, you know what I mean? That's kind of an issue. So, I think there's a lot affecting that price right now. And this is an excellent opportunity. No
well, you
doubt.
know what? That to me, that sounds like I think you're right about that. If silver gets less use, if the economy tanks, if China's not sending us stuff, if they're not using silver, silver price is going to go down even more.
There's a possibility until we've got all these all the silver apes and all the the silver squeeze and all this going on. I mean, if people continue to suck up silver, there might become,
Yes,
it
sir.
would take a lot, but it may go down in the near future, but it could potentially flip just like that, man. Just like he's saying, in a year it could go right back up to, I mean, what if we saw 64-1? What if we saw 55-1, in a year from now? It's a possibility.
Yeah. What does Chris from Virginia say here? If I click to another one, okay. To me, you're not losing anything by trading. When it comes down to it, 100 silver and 1 gold are equal. It just depends on what you think has more potential for a given amount of time. Yeah, right? Like what's going to happen next to both metals? Exactly.
Typically, I think that whenever you see silver over an 80-1 ratio, that generally indicates that silver is undervalued, right? We
I
already
think,
know that gold is hitting peak values almost daily, and there's a prediction that most economists or most metalists are going to predict that gold's going to land somewhere around 35 to 4,000 by the end of the year. But if you flip that into silver, we're sitting at 32. Most are predicting that silver will hit $40 by the end of the year. If both of those came into fruition, then there's far more value in silver than there is gold, because gold has, such less to climb, whereas silver's percentage would be so much greater than the gold. Gold
So
would rise maybe 10 to 15%, whereas silver would rise 24%.
right. So I think it's probably the best idea to hold on to your gold if you have the cash. If you don't have the cash, then yeah, it'd be good to make a move if you have most of your money tied up into the gold. Um, and then there was something else I was gonna. I'll remember it. And shit. Anyways, um, yeah. Uh, hmm. I mean, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just buying silver right now, and just keep on buying it. I don't have enough money to afford gold. I mean, I could, buy fewer pieces of silver and put a little bit of money toward gold and this and that. But gold seems so high right now. It doesn't seem like it's a good, smart thing to be buying.
But the thing about it is, I'm in the same boat as you, LBS. I sold all my gold during COVID to live. It did what it was supposed to do for me. But I remember when I was buying a lot of gold. I mean, I was primarily a gold stacker through the teens and wasn't buying much silver at all. But you know what? Gold is always expensive. It's just all I remember buying back then. I just thought, oh my gosh, this is so expensive. I mean, when is gold not expensive? You think back into the 30s, gold was expensive. You know what I mean? It's just always it's expensive. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys? Hey, can you guys hear me? I don't know. I can't hear BCS or LBS. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
You guys there?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we
I'm here.
got you. LBS, yes.
Can you hear
Um,
me? I might be backstage.
No, we hear you, BCS. We got you.
have
Oh,
we
you guys
been?
are.
Have you guys been silent like me for the last 10 minutes?
I've been trapped
We don't know what
backstage,
happened.
but Silver State was out there. He was live, and he was. They
Hell
heard
yeah.
him, but couldn't hear me. I think we're
Well,
back
good,
now.
good.
Throw a thumbs up if you can hear all three of us.
Sorry about that, man. I just, yeah, my phone totally crapped out. It got hot. I got it back on ice, and yeah.
That's funny. One of the guys, I think it was FG, was like, LBS has got his phone in the freezer right now. He knew your phone
Yeah,
got hot.
Yeah, on a bag of ice, that's for sure. Yeah.
is that what happened? She overheated on you?
Yeah, well, you know what? That's very cool that everyone stayed hanging out. You guys are awesome, or at least some of you did. I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried. We tried to keep him entertained. I was in the chat with him, trying
Oh,
to keep
good,
him
good.
entertained.
And Silver State was holding down the fort, man. I don't know. You better not do too good a job tonight, Silver State, because you know Vegas might have to meet his replacement here.
Oh
Yeah,
man, Vegas is living it up right now, man. He's in Hawaii. He deserves it, man. I wish I was there hanging out too, man.
Dude,
I
he sent
agree.
me a picture. He's like looking out under an umbrella over the ocean, his feet in the sand and shit. He's like, hell yeah,
Good
he's
for him.
having a good time. I'm so glad he's out there, man.
Yeah,
I've never
I
been to
put it in the
Hawaii.
chat.
I
I
wonder
put
if
it
he'll
in the
go
chat. I
hit
was
up.
like, it's Vegas's fault.
I wonder if he'll go hit up. If he'll meet up with Silver Sleuth out there, man. That'd be cool if those guys could link up.
That would be cool. I don't even know if they're on the same island. No, I think he's on
No,
Maui. Yeah, he's on Maui.
yeah, different islands. I think Vegas is in Kauai, I believe, isn't he?
Oh, it's Kauai. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you
Yeah, I
what.
thought that's
No
what he
matter
said.
no matter what island he's on, Hawaii is the perfect place for Vegas. It's like so freaking chill there, and so is Vegas. So I'm sure he's having a good time listening and laughing at us right now.
Hope he's eating some good fish, man. I can only imagine the sushi out there. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that, right?
Right on. Yeah, man. I had some fish tacos last time we were there in Maui before it burned, and yeah, it was they were good. They're really good, man. What is
Fantastic.
what
Hello.
does FG Stacker say? He said Liberty Bleeds needs to modify one of those electric beverage coolers to
Check,
hold
check.
his phone.
Can you hear me?
Dude, I was thinking about something like that, man. Totally. I like a water cooling system would be sick. Or a new
Yep.
phone. Or a new phone would probably do the trick.
Oh, you guys hear me?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, now you look even
Hello.
better now. Right on. All right, so God, yeah, I was man. We touched on a lot of points about the GSR, but to me, like if you do have gold to trade, I think it's a good idea to do it. If you don't have cash, just to keep your gold and keep on buying more silver. And I don't know where I fell out, but I was telling you guys this. But right now, all I can do is basically pick up silver. I guess I could hold off and save up a little more, gold. But gold seems expensive right now, so I don't want to buy gold. I'd rather buy silver because I
Can
think
you
it
hear me?
has more room to grow, like what we've been hearing. And hopefully that works out, man.
I'm in the same boat, man. I'm buying silver, and if that ratio ever does dump below 70, if we get in the 60s again, then I'm probably going to be considering taking some of it and consolidating it into some gold. But for now, yeah, man, I think silver's cheap, and that's what I'm doing too.
But then again, I'm worried because like, what if gold's never this cheap again? That could very well easily be, man.
But gold is, I don't know, when we lost, that's what I was saying, man. My perspective is I don't think gold is ever cheap. I think gold is always expensive. I mean, even when I was buying in the teens, I felt like it was just expensive.
That's another point that I wanted to touch on when you talked about expense. And so when you're doing the trade blue collar like you did, you're not getting 100 to 1. You're getting like you got juice to pay, which is what, like 2 ounces?
I
Oh
feel
shit.
like we lost blue collar, man. I feel like we lost him.
Yeah, he's not even backstage anymore. Anyways, that's a question for him when he comes back. I'm sure he'll pop up here. No worries.
There's always a spread, man. So like even right now at 100-to-1 ratio, you're probably in real life, because there's premiums involved on the silver, you're probably looking at like a 90 to 95-to-1, swap, a swap. So I don't know exactly what he did when he swapped, but he didn't get and unless he got the hookup somehow. I mean, he didn't get 100-to-1. He probably got like 95-to-1 or
can't hear
something like that.
shit.
No,
Really.
he got 98 because he
Can you
does
hear
have
me
a
now?
hookup, bro.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we
there you
hear
go.
you, BTS.
Did you hear our question? My question.
Hello.
Can you hear
Yeah,
us?
Hello. Check.
We can hear you.
Shit.
We can hear
I
you,
don't
bro.
think he's hearing us. I don't think he's hearing us.
I'm gonna turn him off and turn him back on. Can you hear us now, Reddy? Dang. Technical difficulties would be Monday Night Metals without
Maybe
those.
my microphone is shut down.
So
iPhone
FG
microphone
says
says it's active.
FG says he got spot on both sides, man. That's a pretty amazing thing, man. I don't know that your average stacker out there is going to be getting spot on both sides unless they got a pretty good relationship with the vendor that's doing the swap. That's a fantastic deal.
Well, yeah, I think he did it when it was like 101.71 or something like that. And he did it with his guy OJ, I'm pretty sure, coin shop dude that he's been doing business with extensively. And so yeah, I think he ended up getting 98 pieces of silver for each of his ounces of gold, and he did it 2 ounces.
That's so awesome, man. That is
Yeah.
fantastic. You think old Roman over at Archangel would give us that hookup?
No.
I don't think so either.
Hey, Blue Collar, you there? Can you hear us? Dang.
Where is Blue Collar right now? Is he stateside, or is he out of the country, or what's going on with Blue Collar? 'Cause I
Yeah,
know
no,
he was-
they disembarked at like 7 this morning at probably Fort Lauderdale at the cruise ship terminal, and he's home.
Oh, he's already home. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess
What
we
a
just lost him.
What a fantastic trip, man. I think that's so cool that he got some of that ocean treasure.
Cazador. Yeah, they're from the El Cazador treasure. Yeah.
You got anything vintage like that, man, or any treasure stuff like that?
Well, he had a piece of 8. What are they? A piece of 8. And see, he's got the full size one, is what he picked up, and but they had like 1 reals, which is what I have, and but his was from 1783, and mine's from 1583, so mine's 200 years older. And I'll tell you what, like they kept a lot of the same over a couple hundred years. They didn't even change that much as far as like the coat of arms on the back and how they stamped them, and with that cross and the circle and all. It's really kind of amazing how long they kept a very similar design. And these things were made all over the place. Mine was from Spain. I don't know where the El Cazador, probably that was probably Spain too. But yeah, so I have
Spain was,
the one I have is really small. It's like, I don't even think it's a quarter gram of silver, and it's super flat, super thin. And it was given to me by Dennis the Menace, a guy on YouTube here, a friend of mine. He actually found it metal detecting.
So my understanding, and this is what I just have learned going through my little history, was all that Spanish, the pieces of 8, that was all Incan silver that they had mined over here in the Americas and shipped back to Spain. So
Yeah, and then they melted it down and then pounded that impression into them and then used them for money all over the world.
amazing, bro. That is so amazing. I'm on a quest now to find me something. I bet they've got to be like crazy expensive. I couldn't even imagine.
Are you there, Blue Collar?
I think I am. I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, you are. Finally, dear God, I turned you on and off so many times, and you kicked yourself in and out a few times. I don't know. I'm glad you're here. Right on. So what we were asking was about how much. We went off onto your treasure because you took so long to get back.
I
But
don't know.
are,
No, it's just something about, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
We were talking
maybe
about his swap.
It
Did
says
he get spot, or what did he do?
GPU is.
if you can hear us, maybe just listen. Turn down the restream and turn up your
I'm not gonna
YouTube.
fucking do it 4 times.
Oh, he can't hear it. You can't hear anything. Damn. Can you hear us, Blue Collar? What the hell? I don't know, man. We're having difficulties getting Blue Collar back. That's kind of a bummer. But yeah, and also from Dennis de Menace, he also gave me another piece that he found metal detecting. It was from 47 BC. I think it's a Roman coin or denarius, I believe it's called. And yeah,
Yes.
that's like over 2,000 years old, man.
Where did he find this stuff? Metal detecting.
How's
Uh,
that
he,
back?
he lives in the Netherlands.
Oh wow.
And there was some
Oh
places, I guess, where they had like they had big flooding that tore through a bunch of land and like exposed, like it dug down like a couple thousand years, and that's where he goes, and yeah, he finds all kinds of crazy shit.
Web based.
that is super cool, man. That
A
makes
lot
it
of
even that much
times,
special.
they find like World War I and World War II relics, like all kinds of yeah, like stormtrooper insignia and stuff like that. Yeah, belt buckles and medals, and it's kind of crazy, man. And metal detecting is such a cool thing. I follow quite a few metal detecting people on YouTube.
Wow. You've done a little bit of that yourself, haven't you? I thought you were doing that at one time. I remember you posted one time that you actually went panning for gold out here.
Um, I have done a tiny bit of panning, not very much, just like 2 times. One time I got Telly Skunk. The other time I had a little tiny micro gold, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna come back here. I scoped out an area, but most of the panning I've ever shown on my channel was just from like pay dirt that I got that I won from like A3 Sky Warrior, who was here earlier. I don't know if he still is. He's probably at work. He works late shift, but yeah, and there's I'm so
It
not
just
only am
shuts
I
down.
into the metal detecting genre of YouTube, I'm also into the gold, the panning, yeah, panning for gold. And man, these people, they'll sell you bags. I bought some from James Culver, super cool dude. He's like really big in the community. And then I won some from A3 Sky Warrior, and yeah, I panned that stuff
And it
out, and
just
there's like
shuts down, and I
crystalline silver and garnets. Oh, they put all kinds of fun stuff in there, and it's kind of a cool thing to do. But yeah, I've picked up like it's supposed to be a half-gram bag, and there's like there's actually more than a half-gram in the bag, so like, it's guaranteed to have a certain amount that they sell it to you for, and then there may be a little extra. So it's kind of fun. Yeah.
No doubt. Man, that's amazing. How
But
cool would
dude,
that be to
we
put
live out here. I'm gonna go down to like Nelson's Landing down there, and that's like the El Dorado Canyon right there. And I'm gonna do some detecting and some prospecting around there and see if I can't find something, because that's where all those gold mines up there, they all go down to that wash, and then they wash out to the Colorado right there. And if you could get down to the bedrock, or the caliche, which is kind of a false bedrock, but it still traps gold like a motherfucker. So yeah, I want to go. I want to go sniffing around over there, and yeah, I know summer's coming. It's getting warm already. It's just been a bad year for me to get out there in these cool months. But hopefully next fall I'll be at it real hard.
how cool would that be to pan now that you're melting? How cool would that be to pan your gold and then melt your own ingot or something like that that you panned, that
Well,
you
that's what.
prospected?
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can
Yes.
you hear us?
I keep going down.
You can't hear us at all, huh? Damn. I don't know. I don't see any buttons on my end that can change anything, and I've moved some that, man. Okay, that's to mute him. Okay, that's muting, and then and then turn him on. Okay, yeah, no, he's blue collar. Can you hear us?
Yes. Maybe restart your phone.
Are you guys there? Well, I've lost everyone now. What's going on? Bad craziness. Well, let's see what the chat's saying. I think maybe I'm the only one here. Maybe. That was Shane. She's laughing it up. Hey, Silver and Cigars. If you can hear me, I'm saying hello. How's it going, bro? He's saying hi to OTG. We got cigars, or OTG saying hello right back to Silver and Cigars. We got the Asset Stacker in the house. Let's see. Monday Metals Cluster struck. What the fuck? Oh, you're funny, OTG. No, but you're right. Cluster struck. I like that. I like that. Listen, folks, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Vegas. Appreciate that. I'm gonna go back, see if I can find these guys. Turn them on. Turn them off. Off. On. Can you hear me, Silver State? Are you there?
Hey, 1, 2.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
I hear you. I can
All
hear
right.
you, man.
Did you hear me over the last 2 minutes?
Oh yeah, I could hear you the whole time. You never dropped out.
Cool. I don't know. I tried moving some buttons, but obviously that just jacked the whole cluster struck stream up here. And yeah.
It's all good, man. It happens. I was
What were
saying
we
maybe
even?
LBS needs to just restart his phone and reboot the whole thing. Maybe that would help him out. I don't know. Maybe he's done
All
that.
right, you stay there. I'll try that. If not, you guys have a great evening. No, I'll give it a shot. I'll shut mine down. As long as you're on, it should be okay.
No, not
I'll be
you. I'm
right back.
talking BC. I might have said you, but I was talking about BCS. I think BCS needs to maybe restart his phone or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, that for sure. I don't think he can hear us at all, though. I don't. Doesn't seem like he's hearing us because we're talking to him while we're hearing him. And yeah, anyways. Well, yeah, maybe talk to the chat a little bit there, and I'll be back in a second. See if that helps.
Okay.
Although he may have given up because I can drop out of the stream and come back. It does work, and that might solve a problem. All right. Oh, Vegas Stacker's asking if he's still on a ship here. I'm looking at the comments real quick. Oh wow, I'm
Yeah.
way behind. Oh, there's a lot of comments, man.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, there
Dennis.
you go. Big Poppy knows all
Dennis.
about it. All right. See you in a second.
Okay. Hey. Okay, so I guess it's just me until he's able to get back on here. We'll see what happens. But I think I was thinking he was telling me, Dennis the Menace, you were the one that found all that Spanish treasure out there, man. That's pretty cool, man. Give me a thumbs up if that was you. I thought he said that was you. Let's see, we've got still got Sobriety and Silver Man is still hanging out in here. Broke Stacker and let's see. Broke Stacker. Don't ask. I don't know. And I can prove it. I love it. BCS, yeah, it keeps crashing on you, man. I don't know what that is. Did you try restarting your phone, BCS, and maybe trying to pop back in? Oh, Dennis, I see your thumbs up, bro. That is fantastic. I couldn't imagine what you would feel like when you dig something that's 2,000 years old, coinage from out of the earth. That's got to be the most amazing feeling ever. I mean, the feeling of accomplishment. I mean, just wow. BCS just keeps putting you off. Yeah, man, what a bummer, man. We were rocking there for a minute, man. I felt like we had some really good conversation. We still have 12 in here. Yeah, we do. 12 hanging strong. I never did see how many we had, kind of in the height of the peak of the stream, but 12 here, man, that's fantastic. Sure to appreciate you guys hanging out and keeping it going. I don't know if we'll be able to keep it going much longer if we can't get anything going. Kind of defeats the purpose, but we sure to appreciate it. Just goes to show, man, you guys are family. Yeah, he's probably ready to throw his phone across the room. Yeah, Chris in Virginia, how you doing, man? Thanks for hanging out.
All right, I'm back. Tell Blue Collar you can hear us, man. Give it a shot. Come on up. I rebooted. I came back on. It might work better now. Give it a try, man.
He says it just keeps crashing on him. He says, Restream says, oh, you've received 100 messages today from the Restream chat. So we've hit 100 messages. We still got 12 strong in the video, in the live stream.
Right on. We got Brooke Stacker. He's says be right back. I didn't even realize he was here. Still got Sobriety and Silver. Yeah, Chris in Virginia, FG Stacker, Blue Collar, Dennis Domenis. Oh, there's Broke. Don't ask me. I don't know shit. I can prove it. That's funny. Yeah, thank you guys. Like Silver State Stacker said, we really appreciate you guys being here. Any questions for Silver State Stacker that you guys might have out there in the chat? That would be I kind of. Oh, you know what? I'll take this opportunity. Oh wait, there he is. Hold on, he's here. Let's click on him. And Blue Collar, are you there?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right. I just rebooted my web browser, and hopefully that'll work.
Oh, dude, that almost always works, no matter what goes wrong.
Yeah.
It kind of does. It like turn your phone all the way off and on, or shut your computer down, turn it back on, reboot, and then things. Yeah, sometimes I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's like this. It's the Gremlins, the Ghost in the Machine, and all that, man.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's just weird. It kept giving me a weird message, like virtual background was crashing or something. So I shut the virtual background down, and I guess I just had to reboot it.
Oh yeah, I haven't even messed with that virtual background, but this is a great time since we kind of got off topic and all that, whatever. And we'll refine the topic, I'm sure. But I wanted to show this, and this is actually a piece of video that has sound to it. So check this out. I really like this. Let's see if I can make it big all over. Maximize. Oh, wow, that's not big. Hold on. Let's go to this. No. How about that? Wow.
You got to get rid of that virtual background.
Maximize. Wow, it's not very big. Huh. Anyways, yeah, you probably can't see it. It's probably too small.
You're playing my first video ever.
Yeah. I wish I could make it big. I don't know why I can't.
Yeah.
So
Maximize. It just won't. Anyways, it's so cool, dude. I really, I recommend everyone go and watch that very first video. It's like a little introductory kind of promotional.
Totally.
And that is awesome, dude. I love it.
So I made that little intro.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Oh, why is it doing that? Sorry about that. I guess I paused. Anyways.
So
What
I
the
usually
fuck?
work in my former career. I did audio production. I did concert touring. I worked in studios for 15, 20 years. And I actually made that music on my phone. I had a little app on my phone, and I made that music, man. It was pretty cool. I actually made it with my son. I was showing him how to make little hip hop beats, and yeah, man, it took that. That was a fun little thing. That's kind of what got me into it all.
That's way cool, dude. Way cool. Right on.
Now I don't even have any sound.
Oh, really? You can't. What the hell? Something's going on in his internet or something. That's a bummer. Huh. Well, anyways, are there any questions out there in the comments? Let's take a look. I'm the same with technology. I wouldn't get the scene big either. The screen, yeah, it's really hard to figure out this. I've done probably maybe 5 live streams on it, but still, I'm learning a lot. Thanks, Ans. I'm glad you're here, and yeah, it's fun.
Hey, B. Taylor showed up, and
Hell
Silver
yeah.
Sleuth, man.
Right on, guys. How's it going, Sleuth? Well, glad we hung out this long so that you could show up. And yeah, B. Taylor, right on. Where's he at? Everyone's saying hello. This never happens. Hey, Mark. There are pills for that. Yeah. Sometimes I don't even know what the chat's talking about, but it's always funny. Yeah. Mm. So I don't see any questions for you, but I have a question.
What you
And
got, man? Fire
oh,
away.
oh wait, he's back. I heard it beep. Hold
That
on, I heard
works
it beep.
too.
Okay, are you there? Can you hear us?
It says click
Average
allow
Joe.
to allow.
Oh shit. Oh well. Hmm. Good times.
I can't even
Oh, we're
hear
going
it.
on.
Does it show that it's live?
Oh, we're getting to look inside your house now, buddy.
So sobriety's asking how old I was when I started stacking. So I
I'm
actually
trying.
started officially stacking. I was in my late 20s. I'm in my mid 40s now, but the way I got into really my love for coins and silver was, I don't think it was this one here. No, it wasn't this one here. But so my grandmother, she worked at a post office in downtown Oklahoma City, and when I was a kid during the summer, I would go and I would help my grandmother, and she taught me how to count back change and kind of taught me how to taught me about business. I would stand up there at the counter with her, and all the business people would come in and buy stamps and so I would take the money and count them back their change, and believe it or not, I don't know how it would happen, but at the end of the day, when we would balance the register, we would have coins from all over the world. I mean, a lot of Canadian coins that just, they'd hand change and get mistaken for American coinage. And so I kind of got a little fascinated back then with world currency, I guess, if you will. And, when I was probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 or so, she started taking me to coin shops, and I would get little Buffalo nickels. And I got my first Morgan when I was about, about that age. This isn't it. Um, but I got a Morgan, and I was really into Morgans because my family name is Morgan. So, I was kind of getting Morgans because that was, our family name. But my father every year would get me, he got everybody a silver dollar, an American silver eagle, for Christmas. And so I kept those all, all through my years, and he still does that. And it's pretty funny because I always thought my dad was kind of like trying to teach me a lesson about stacking, stacking silver. And I just recently had told him, he didn't know that I kept all those, and that I stacked silver. And I told him, I said, Dad, you're not going to believe how much silver I have. I mean, I've been stacking this whole time. And he kind of laughed at me, and thought that was kind of funny. And I said, well, how much do you have? And he said, I don't have any silver. And I'm like, what do you mean? All these years, I thought you were trying to teach me a lesson. And he kind
Right?
of laughed and chuckled, and he says, nope, every year I just buy a roll of silver American Eagles, and I pass them out to everybody as Christmas presents. And he goes, that way I know exactly how much to spend. I don't overspend, and nobody gives out silver eagles as a gift for Christmas, so it's kind of a unique gift. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Wow. So he taught you to stack, but he never really stacked. He just bought rolls and passed that. That's wow. What a story. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
man. So, but I
Huh.
didn't really get into it super hardcore until I was, probably in my mid 20s, late 20s. And then in my 30s, I was really more stacking gold than anything. I thought that's kind of where it was at. But about the last, I don't know, last 5 years or so, well, since COVID, since I got rid of all my gold, I was really kind of using the silver as a way to get back into gold, waiting for the ratios to pop back, and then I was going to flip some of it into gold. But yeah, that's kind of my story stacking.
Right on. Right on.
How
Yeah.
about you, man? How about you,
Blue.
LBS?
Real quick, blue collar. He gave up. He's out. He said he's out. Yeah, my story. About 3 years ago now. My wife, she basically got me watching. I don't know, I got into the Ron Paul back in like 2000 and what was it? The first time he ran. Anyways, I learned a little bit about Austrian economics and the dollar devaluing and about our liberties being taken away and all that kind of great stuff. And so I got into that, and then about 3 years ago, um, she started watching gold and silver videos, like learning about, she heard, I think it must have made a move and she started watching it. And then she got me into it. And then once I got into watching that, I started finding all the bigger channels, like Silver Dragons and Silver Slayer and Yankee and a lot of the bigger ones. But then also, when you start, that comes up in your feed, the smaller channels do too. And so I got to learn about all the smaller channels. Once I saw everybody doing this, I was like, oh man, I want to try it out. Anyways, I had actually purchased like my first purchase from JM Bullion. It was like probably $2,500 and assorted silver and gold and even a piece of platinum. Like so I like just jumped in like real kind of crazy, and then yeah, kind of went wild for at least probably 2 years. Just all my extra money that I would spend on other stuff that I would just buy some silver, stopping at the coin shops all the time, And yeah, I did quite a few different eBay purchases. Yeah, I really, really got into it. And yeah, I've been having fun. Lately, I've slowed down quite a bit on stacking and collecting. But I'm still enjoying being part of the community. And yeah, when things get better and I get a little more work in, I'll be picking up some more. But yeah, it's slowed down to a trickle what I've purchased. You may have noticed from my content, but actually, since I lost my last channel, I have all my whole entire collection that I can show to just to redo it all, like part due DEUX or whatever,
Man, that's fantastic. So did your wife stack too?
Yeah. She has a much smaller stack than I do, but yeah, she's got some nice pieces. Got some vintage and yeah, and of course we do the same thing like Christmas, families give out silver, give my sons pieces of gold, and yeah, it's kind of been a fun thing for just like I said, last 3 years. But yeah, really enjoying it, man. And being in the community, I've met so many amazing people like yourself and blue collar who just threw his phone at the wall, and a Vegas stacker who's drinking a freaking mai tai and eating a lobster in Hawaii right now, and everybody else out there in the chat. Man, you guys are all awesome, and I've made so many cool friends. I'm glad to be doing this, and I'm glad to be here right now with all you guys.
Man, I love the stacking community. I'm so glad that I was really nervous. I'm not really good on camera, and I'm just I don't know, I was shy, I guess, but I'm so glad that I took that leap of faith and have just been so blessed. This here I'm showing y'all. This was my first piece of silver that I got when I was about 9 or 10 years old. This was the Morgan right here,
That's
1921.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. I got it in Duran, Oklahoma, little coin shop in Duran, Oklahoma. And that was a nothing town back then. That's where my family was from. And now that town's pretty much blown up. They put a casino down there back in the 90s, and it's kind of a big border town on Texas and Oklahoma. But this was the one little coin shop down there. And guys, I probably paid $5 for this thing back then. I mean, can you imagine? Silver was so
Wow,
cheap. That's
wow.
my
I can't even imagine silver dropping down to $12 like we were discussing earlier. That just blows my mind. But it was for a very short period, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was just a short period. I mean it dropped down to 12, and then I think it was pretty quick. It bounced back up into the 20s, and it's just been going up since, 21, and look at us now. We're tickling, $33 an ounce, and we've topped, just over 34 an ounce, as within the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's definitely moving in the right direction for sure.
Hey, we got a new person here in the chat. We got AG Jihad. He said he says silver is gonna blow up. Well, now we got the spider bots all over our live stream. Thanks a lot, OTG. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Manny Scandy's here. How you doing, Manny Scandy? Good to see you. We've also got Alaskan Assassin Adventures and OC
Yeah.
Stacker. Wow, everybody's rolling in. I'm glad we stayed on, man. I was about ready to throw in the towel, but yeah, we're doing good, me and you.
You know what? Sobriety, he's down there. Sobriety and Silver's down there in my old stomping grounds, and he
Oh,
told me that that coin shop in Duran is gone. That's a shame, man. I can remember that coin shop to this day. I mean, we're talking, gosh, 30 years later. I could walk into that coin shop and remember where everything was. That
huh.
that place is gone.
Wow. Right
Oh,
on.
Monkey King says his first exposure was in the late 70s, early 80s, being raised by his grandparents. His grandfather traveled the world as a merchant marine. He always carried a silver Panamanian Balboa.
Oh,
So
Balboa, yeah, uncirculated. Oh,
those
maybe.
were what, 80%? 80% silver?
I think so. Or are they 90? I don't know. Answer that for us, please. Mark Salmi says it usually drops after I buy some. Yeah, that's about how.
That
Right. I think that's what it works that way for everybody, Mark.
I kept saying every time there's a coin show, the price spikes up over 32 an ounce.
Now, Monkey King, yeah, right. Monkey King, he's from our area, dude. He's like a local.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah. But I
Oh,
guess I don't know if
he
I
says
read
it's
it.
90%. He said it was 90%.
Oh yeah, okay. I was right then. 90. Yeah, right on. Cool. I'm trying to remember all this stuff is hard, man. But yeah, I know there's a lot of people after those Balboas. They're very. That's a cool thing to collect. Yep.
You know,
But
I'm pretty good with the American currency. It's when you start getting into the world currency that really confuses me. And I know I've really been enjoying FG Stacker. I've learned so much from watching FG Stacker videos on the world currency, man. I mean, he's really building a catalog there for himself.
oh, dude, yeah, serious shout out. If somebody a mod out there, I know I can't mod you right now, but if you're a mod, definitely hit FG Stacker. He is doing yeah, he does the world silver coins. He's doing a whole book. I love the book, man.
Silver Sleuth says, "Not me." What's he talking about there? That's usually drops after he buys some.
Yeah, well, he he bought when he was like 8, and that was like back in 1954.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh,
I'm
silver
just
back
kidding.
then was like in the 50s, silver would have been like, I don't know, like 50 cents or 90 cents or something back then. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, like gasoline was 37 cents a gallon and smokes for 25 cents in like 1974, man. What happened? What happened?
Man.
Uh,
You know, if the devaluation of currency wasn't bad enough at a projected rate of 2% annually, COVID just beat that all to hell. I mean, they just destroyed our currency during COVID. I mean, the print press was just running like it was endless, man. I mean, they just devalued our currency so much.
yeah, they sure did. They have been doing it for a long time, man. Long time. And so, yeah, silver and gold, if you think about it, and OTG said this, and I've thought it and probably said it myself, but just recently in a live stream, we were talking about something like this, and OTG said that we were talking about the prices of gold and silver, like we are now, and he's like, "No, man, gold and silver they don't change in value. It's that the dollar loses or gains value. That's
That's
what
right.
changes the spot price." And he's absolutely right. The gold and silver value doesn't change. It just
Well,
doesn't.
Sleuth just says when he started buying, silver was face value. And he says at the time gas was 24.9 cents. So that goes back
Whew.
to when they said, back in 64, a quarter would buy you a gallon of gas. And, today, well, really today, about a dime would buy you about a gallon of gas. But man, he was paying face value for his silver. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Like if you were pulling it out, like as they're like getting rid of, not making it anymore, I'd be breaking every dollar I had. I'd break it down 100 into dollars and then break every dollar, man. I'd be like, yeah, about like 2 cent candies. Yep, I'll take 98 cents back, please. Yeah.
I have one
Remember
set.
those Jolly Ranchers? They were like 2 cents. That was when I was a kid. That's probably around 1972, 73, something like that. 7 years old. But yeah, man. Yeah.
I got one set that's from 1964. This is the last year that we had silver in our currency, and my great grandfather gave it to me. He always told me when I was a kid, because he saw me with the quarters, but he knew, and he told me one day that would be mine. And of course, he left it to me when he passed, and so I've got one full set that my grandfather gave me from 1964. It's got all the way. Of course, the half wasn't. The half wasn't 90%. I think it was 40% at the time, but oh, maybe the half, the halves were 40%, I believe is what they were, but going down. And then of course, the penny is real copper in there, and the nickel of course wasn't silver, but it's a full set from 1964.
That's cool, man. Right on. You know what? Sobriety and Silver, he just made this comment in the chat feed a little bit ago. And is FG still here? FG, are you still around? And did anybody drop his link? I didn't see if anybody dropped it. Please, Silver Sleuth, drop FG's link if you would be an awesome moderator for me. And also, I don't know if he's here or not, but it doesn't matter. I can talk to him later about it. But look at that. He says, guess the weight of the book when he's done. Sobriety and Silver, that's genius, bro. That sounds like a giveaway. And like, oh, yeah, easy for you to say Liberty Bleeds, make freaking FG give something away. No. What about this? What if we send FG world coins and then we all of us, pitch in a couple of world coin or two to make like a pot that he gives away to whoever gets the closest to the weight of that book? Would that be freaking awesome or what, man? Are you guys liking this?
I couldn't imagine. It's got to be pounds. I mean, you'd have to factor in every country. I couldn't even imagine how much that sucker would weigh. Oh my
Well, I
gosh.
think that's why they call it a guess, Silver State.
Yeah, you got that right. You got
You know,
that right.
he could maybe give us like a clue, like between this and that, to kind of make it so it's not so like, well, yeah. That
Hey, if
might
y'all
be
don't
fun.
know, we got a celebration. I think it hasn't maybe a week or two. Vegas Stacker crossed over the 1,000 threshold, but also just recently, Sobriety and Silver crossed over that 1,000 threshold, and he's got a giveaway challenge going on, and you guys are going to have to head over to his channel and sub up if you're not already. But he's already dropping videos to lead to that giveaway, which is going to be, I believe, on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, oh, that's right. On Easter, you're right. Absolutely. Yep, yep, yep. Congratulations for sure, man. That's awesome, Sobriety. Hell yeah, man. That's an excellent milestone to be passed.
I
Um,
just I just want to tell y'all, I love Sobriety and Silver, man. I feel like he's very transparent. He's always off the cuff. He's always trying to find a little bit of silver knowledge or a little bit of share in his videos. But what he's really doing is he's helping people out, man. And I mean, it is what it is. I live in Vegas. I'm from Oklahoma. I've been a pothead all my life. I smoke pot. I mean, I worked with rock stars and hip hop guys that were, the blunts were passing around nonstop all day, every day.
you've been
And
snooping.
yep, I was snooping, man. I've got some Snoop stories, some Snoop stories, but you
Yeah, we
know,
can share some of those. I've been, yeah, I'm right there with you, bro.
I was inspired by Sobriety and Silver, and January 25th was I believe it was a Saturday or a Sunday, and I decided to give it up, man. I smoked my first joint when I was 13 years old, and I was hooked, and I've been smoking my whole life, and I can gladly say that since January 25th of this year, I have not had any pot in my life. Haven't smoked it. Haven't. At this point, it's beyond the urge. I don't even think about it. you know. So
Well,
I can,
congratulations, man. That's amazing, dude. That's wow. Go,
yeah,
man. Stay strong.
it's a personal decision, man. I mean, I don't have anything against it, but you know, I just go back and think about all the money that I spent on that stuff, bro. I was probably $300-400 a month, you know, buying pot. And I just think of all the silver and precious metals that, you know, I could have invested that in. Instead, I blew that away in smoke, you know.
Right? Yeah. There's a comment here that I wanted to kind of get into, um, or a chat comment, I guess. Silver Staker, dividend maker. We all know him as Big Poppy. He says, he asks, several of you have been stacking for quite some time. Did y'all envision precious metals being where they are today? And I'll answer first, and I'll say, yeah, I did. 3 years ago, I was like, yeah, I want to see. I was buying silver at like between $23 and probably $27 the most of my stack, and I was like, yeah, in a couple of years, I want this to go up at least 25 or 30%. So yeah, I would say I hoped and prayed, and it seems like it has. And but I predicted last year that it was going to hit 40 by the end of this year, and I predicted it would hit 3,500 in gold. So we'll see if that happens. I mean, we've got close to gold being that, right?
We're just around the corner, man. And
Yeah, but then again, I feel like it's going to drop down a couple, 200-300 bucks for a couple of months over the summer, and then go back up in the fall.
yeah, yeah, I have to say that, you know, I never really, most of my years of stacking, I never really even thought about it. Maybe it was an ignorance in, you know, how currency actually worked, but I really more bought silver more or less for the collectorness of it. I just thought it was cool. Didn't really think about the monetary value of it. I thought more of gold, as maybe because gold was always more expensive, that I kind of considered that more of like the store of value. But nowadays, I certainly see that now, and I understand how currency works, and you know, I think every bit of $40 by the end of the year. I don't see things shooting to the moon like, you know, all the silver pumpers do, but I do think, you know, when you look back through history, it's proven itself, and it's only going to go up. I don't see how it would go. You know, I don't see how it could go down.
Yeah. Oh, so I got to go on the other comment here, but I want to get to this comment, and I'll put it up in just a second. This is from hold on, sorry, Monkey King. I collected coins for a few years in the early '80s, and unfortunately, I didn't start collecting and stacking again till 2013. Been a metal maniac since then. Well, right on, dude. That's way cool. So you saw some good prices for sure. Um, but I gotta say, I must comment right back to you, Monkey King. It sounds like you like to share a lot, and I would love to have you on the show, man. Especially you're being a local. That's so cool. I did I read it in your description that you just kind of like to gobble up content and not make it, or consume content. Is that? Did I read that in your description, or did you say that in a comment last Monday Night Metals or Saturday Morning Showdown? I can't remember which one you were at, but and I know you've been to a few. But yeah, Monkey King, here's an invitation for you. Put a thumbs up if you'd like to come on the show, man. I'd love to have you. And yeah, yeah,
I think it's really cool that you guys do this, man, because it really gives you an opportunity to get to know people that, you know, if you're not subscribed to somebody and they're not a big channel, you know, they don't pop up on your feed, you know, and so it really gives us an opportunity to not only come here and, you know, talk about some cool topics about silver and gold, but it also gives us a lot of fellowship and allows us to, you know, meet people that we wouldn't normally meet, link up, and then we can start seeing the videos and you know, sharing the videos and just help everybody grow, man. It's I think this is just Monday Night Metals is just absolutely amazing. I don't see anything wrong with it. Even when we have our little technical glitches and this and that, man, you know, I mean, beyond all that, this is so much more powerful than that. Nothing can hold it back.
for sure, man. Yeah, it looks like S2G Send to Georgie showed up. Good to see you, Send to Georgie. Glad you're here. FG Stacker is here. Right on. And Monkey King, he says, "Yup." So that sounds like he's accepting our invitation. And he said, I'm going to show the comment, show it to you guys. There it is. And then I'm going to move to Cartier so I can read his, but I'm a caveman when it comes to tech. Oh, dude. Yeah, we'll figure it out, Monkey King. No worries, man. Just get on your phone and just start talking and don't throw it at the wall like Blue Collar did. I feel bad, man. Blue Collar, he loves to share his with us, and yeah, I had we were talking about a couple things that he was really up on, so it was kind of a bummer that we couldn't get him back. But thanks for being here, Blue Collar. You're awesome, for sure, man. Let's see who else. Let's see. FG Stacker, Silver Sleuth is here. Monkey King's here. Send to Georgie. We got Mark Samuelson. Wow, there's 17 people here right now. Silver Sleuth, Cartier Silver. Heck yeah. Yeah, and Sobriety, Mark Samuelson, AGG Jihad. Excellent, man. We got lots of Stacker, your big pappy dividend maker. Heck yeah, Monkey, if I can go on the show, you can too. I'm a freaking dinosaur. There you go. There you go. There's support already for you, Monkey King. And he's not a dinosaur. Come on, man. You got more than 3 toes, don't you, dude?
Oh, that's awesome.
No, that was a great show. I really enjoyed that one. Blue Collar, what do you say? Yeah. Oh, there he's commenting. Blue Collar didn't throw it at the wall. Okay, okay. He's still on watching right now. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, Cartier. That was a great show with you, man. I want to get. I kind of want to. I know we're basically having everyone on the show. That's right out of the chat feed. All you guys that come, we want to have you on the show because we want to get to know you better, and we really enjoy that. And we want to support you guys and shout you out, and maybe get viewers that we have, with Vegas and Blue Collar, and anyone who's on the show. Like you guys can share the ad promotions. You can put posts that you're going to be on the show, advertise for us, we'll advertise for you. It's a good way to network and get to grow your subscribers as well if you're interested in doing that. If you're not, it's still just a fun way to hang out and get to know people, man. And like Blue Collar and I were kind of back and forth talking the other day. He was pretty bummed out about just not getting views. You make a cool video and you do something cool. You spend a lot of time with it and you put it on there. You get 12 views in 4 hours, and it's just like, what? Or 100 views in 3 days, and it's just like, if you have 1,200 subscribers, that means nobody's even watching that it's subscribed to you. Or not nobody, but a very low percent, like 10%. That's not a good feeling. It hurts your feelings a little bit. And I didn't know where I was going with. Oh yeah, that's okay. So, and he's like, yeah, some reward, right? And then I was like, I shot back at him. I was like, but you know what, dude, the real reward is the people we met. And what I was talking about was me meeting him, me meeting Vegas, us meeting each other, all the people in this community that we get to meet and hang out with and learn about and get to chat with. And meet at the coin shows, like you, man. Remember that? That time when you rolled up on us at the coin show, we were there drinking a beer and we shook you down and made sure you weren't strapped. And it's like just fucking memories. That's the treasure, dude.
Yeah, no doubt. We have to. I mean, we would have done it again on the last one. I think you had to work. You were busy on the day that I was able to get there. I wasn't able to make it on the second or the third, whatever day you were able to make it. But we got a big one coming up into July, and I think we should all, definitely make sure. I'm trying to get B Taylor out there, man. I'm telling him, I'm saying, bro, get out here, bring the wife, bring the family, get out here, man. Let's go hang out. Let's tear up this coin show, man. We'll clean them out. I know Staker kind of was asking questions. I think he might be planning a trip out here, maybe into July. Hopefully he can get out here, man. I'd love to hang out with him.
Oh, dude, anybody that can come out. Vegas Stacker, what the heck is he going off on now? Anyways, but Blue Collar, yeah, he was like, yeah, dude, you're right. That it is a reward. All the people that we've met and stuff, and that's what you do want to succeed on YouTube, but then again, you know what? It's so difficult. I mean, we're just very small channels, and it's really hard to compete with the bigger channels. But man, I'd love to see the growth, and like your channel's really been taking off, man. I'm amazed at how you've grown so quickly.
Well, see, here's the thing, man, and this is kind of what I learned. You know, I see these channels with these silver, the faceless channels of some of these bigger channels, and they put out a video, and I'm telling you, in like 2 hours they've got like 30,000 views. But what they're doing is they're making videos that the people want to see. They're feeding off of the silver pump. They're feeding off of these things that, really that's what the YouTube algorithm wants us to push, because that's what people, when people are interested in silver, they type in silver value, or is silver going to the moon? And that's the videos that you got to make that are going to get you those 30,000 views in 2 hours. That's just not us, man. We're sharing our journey, we're sharing our life, we're being kind of vulnerable, talking about what we do. And unfortunately, those aren't the videos that get the most views. I mean, it's kind of a community thing. And I've even learned that, like, the big people in our group that are kind of, community people, I think, is really Silver Dragons and Yankee Stacking. And those guys aren't sharing their journey. Those guys are going to the coin shop and interviewing Harry and I forget the other guy. I mean, I love them. I mean, their content is great, but I mean, Silver Dragons isn't sharing his journey, and Yankee Stacking isn't necessarily sharing his journey. And they've got the big bullion companies, SD Bullion, sponsoring them, and giving them money to you know produce these excellent quality videos. And we're grassroots, man. That's what it is. I used to, when I was in the studio business and making music, I used to tell people, and I think this is how it is with YouTube: listen, you can make music that you want to make, and it can be the most brilliant music that anybody could ever produce, that could ever come out of somebody's head. Nobody's going to listen to it, you know but you can make pop music that's little one liners, throw your hands up, or this or that. And that's what the masses want, and you'll be a millionaire. You may not be able to make the music that you want to make. You got to make music for what people want to listen to, and that's what's going to get you paid. Or you can be this brilliant master musician that you may not get the respect for, and nobody may ever listen to your music. So which one do you want to be?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it looks like we've got a few more people. There's 22 watching right now. And Emperor Wang, good to see you, buddy, all the way from Hawaii. So we got Sleuth and Emperor Wang, both from Hawaii. And we have Vegas Stacker out there in Kauai or Maui. We're not sure which one, but he's real close to you guys right now. We also have, who else came here? Stuart. Yeah, Stuart. Met a few in person. All good people. Right on. I guess maybe he's talking about other creators, people here on YouTube. Not just creators, but also, meeting people who are viewers. I mean, they're just as big a part of the community as the creators, really. Yeah, I want to meet everybody. I really do. It would be so cool to have like a convention, man. It would be so.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so awesome if we could just have like a huge convention and just have it catered, and just like the whole shebang, get like a big hall, convention hall, and just have everybody just come there and just hang out, man. How cool would that be?
Yeah, when you like put together like a slush fund. I mean, it's easy for us because we live here, so that everybody else has got that travel expense. That's the problem,
Yeah.
and hotel and all that. It's like damn.
And Vegas ain't cheap. You know what I
Not,
mean?
not,
Vegas is not
it
cheap.
used to be, dude. I remember when I was a young buck and I'd get a girl and was living at home. I'd go rent a room for fucking $12.
You remember Key Largo? You remember the Key Largo back in the days?
Yeah, I do.
We'd go there. I
Uh,
mean, I
my
was,
my
gosh, I was
my my dad's second girlfriend, when he was still married to my mom, worked there.
Oh, bro, we'd go out and hit the town, and when we were done, we'd go down. You remember they had the 5.99 prime rib that was like, I mean, it was so big, the prime rib was just falling off the plate with potatoes and a big old giant potato. I mean, oh my gosh, the sucker was huge. Where can you get a meal for five? You can't even go to McDonald's for 5.99 these days.
Oh man, you used to be able to eat so cheap here. That was the draw. That was the draw, dude. You could go to Vegas and eat for next to nothing. So now you got extra money in your pocket to throw into the friggin' slot machine or the tables. So
Oh yeah.
hello, but now it's not like that. Now it's like the room's expensive. They got room taxes, room fees, stay, all the every kind of tax and fee on the rooms. It's like they say the billboard $45. Yeah, it's 195 by the time you're done adding everything up to it. And then food, the buffets. I've never really been a big buffet guy because I think the food sucks. But anyways, they've been big. A lot of people like buffets, and they used to be so cheap, dude. Like Circus
Oh
buffet was like
yeah.
$2.49 for like 20 years straight, man. And then all of a sudden now it's like it's $50 to go into a buffet. It's like, what are you talking about? I could go to a restaurant for $50 and get a decent meal. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Vegas, the corporations came in and just destroyed it, bro.
100%. And now even most of the places you got to pay to park. You know, you can't even
Oh,
park. You can't even go
yeah.
down there and park and walk around. It costs money just to go park.
Yeah, that I don't what do they call it? I can't even think of the word. I'm all steamed up. But yeah, no, they're not going to charge me for park. I won't go. I won't go there. I won't patronize you. That's it. I won't be there. I won't be spending my money there because I'm a local. And there are some that you can show your ID at the parking, little meter with the little sign it lifts up, lets you through. You can actually scan your ID right there and it'll let you out because it says local. They know all about that crap. But yeah, so there are some like that. But yeah, anywhere that charges locals, no, man, I'm not going there. You're not getting my money. I'll go somewhere that doesn't.
Yeah, it's bananas, man. So I get it. I get it. If we had a convention, we'd have to go somewhere. We'd have to go somewhere cheap. But I imagine that everywhere pretty much now has been corporatized. I mean, even if we were to hold something in Kansas, it'd be all that garbage too. The hotels are just they take advantage of people, man. It's like they don't really want our business.
Yep, like Blue Collar says, it's corporate greed, man. They really, and then they went from like if they saw you playing the slots or playing the tables a lot, and then you said, "Hey, man," yeah, they would give you comps. Like I want to go get some food, and oh, here they write you a comp, and then you just get
Hmm.
this piece of paper to whatever restaurant you go to, and they pay your bill. Some like big high rollers, would get like where they call them RFBs. Like when I worked at Caesars, oh man, I worked in one of the finest restaurants in all of Vegas for many years, and we had a casino up there with like tables back in like the 80s. There was uh actually early 80s. It was like $5,000 minimum tables. Like this special
Wow.
casino up there. Yeah, dude, like super fucking high roller. But these people did not pay for anything when they were at the hotel. The hotel actually would send them gifts like,
Wow.
come back and see us. Like they were called RFBs, room, food, and beverage. And all they had to do was sign their name and put their room number, and whatever they wanted in the hotel was paid for. They would even leave the tip. The hotel would pay whatever gratuity they would write down on the check. So some of these high rollers, they would hook us up in the restaurant. You know what I mean? They would give us like a 25, 30%, 40% sometimes tips, like big tips that the hotel was paying for. And these aren't small checks. They're ordering like lobster medallions on ice and Blue Point crab claw oysters and drinking Remy and like just all these old super expensive Margaux Chateaubriand wines, Chateau Lafite Rothschild. They drink Cristal Champdon Perignon. They're just sucking the shit down. They're eating caviar and they're charging that to the hotel. And then so that total they put 30%, 40% on there. Man, you're talking bank every night. I was a busboy. I was walking out there with a couple $100 back in the early 80s as a busboy every night.
Wow.
And tips,
Wow.
gratuities, propinas, baby.
Man, you know those people nowadays, they can't even most of those people can't even buy a house on what they're making at the casinos now. It's gotten so tight.
Oh, that's what happened. So the IRS came in and the corporations and they started allocating their tips and they turned a really good job into just like a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Incredible, man. Yeah, those days are long gone, man. Speaking of tips, I really think Blue Collar, he's talking about, the video viewings. I really, really think that what he does with his and what he's doing now is you can have a gold back or you can have a silver dollar. Which one do you want? I think those videos are fantastic, and I don't know how those videos do for him, but I sure enjoy watching those and seeing what seeing what the servers choose, at the end, and why they choose what they choose. I think those are great videos.
Yeah, that was fun. I actually got this. Vegas and I were sitting across the table when he and Jane did one. We went to a restaurant when he came out here. We went to Archangel Coins right after that. But yeah, those are great videos, man. Those super cool videos. I'm surprised he hasn't done one on a cruise ship. Maybe he has. I don't know. But anyways, we've got to. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Cartier. He's only 4 shy of 300 subscribers. If you guys could sub to him, that'd be awesome. And if somebody could look it up and see if he's even got another subscriber since he's been here on the show in the chat with us, that'd be awesome. Cartier Silver, subscribe him up, y'all. Please do. He's a great dude. He shows you everything, man. And the dude don't quit. Cartier don't quit. And I'm enrolled in his School of Hard Knocks. I'm trying to learn how to pour silver myself. But also somebody else, oh yeah, Stacker Staker Dividend Maker, Big Bobby, he says, instead of a convention, we should have whitewater rafting and panning weekend. I'm
Hey,
on board. I'm on board with that. Yeah. In the Colorado, dude. The Grand Canyon.
100%. Oh man, that would be so
Or the
much fun.
Black Canyon. Or is that the one that's like really crazy? I'm not talking about like Colorado, like down below the dam. I'm talking about above, like isn't that up by Lake Powell, out on the other side of Glen Canyon Dam? I don't know. I bet he knows though.
Oh, I love. Oh my gosh, I just lost him for a second. Oh, Stuart. Stuart says, and we got some ballers in our community somewhere. He says, send private planes to pick everybody up.
Yeah,
How
there you
cool
go.
would that be?
That would be awesome, man. That would be way awesome. Oh shit. FG Stacker says he has pans to bring, so he'll be handing out the pans. If you guys don't have a pan, just go hook up with FG. He's got a whole bunch of pan. He probably printed those out on his laser printer there.
I gotta say, I've been seeing quite a few channels that have been shouting out FG Stacker pours. Man, he's really doing good on his pours. Man, them things look fantastic. He's really doing good with those.
Oh, dude, when this morning, he does it very often, vid content, and I love that FG. I've grown to expect it, and it's really cool to either see you pouring something or collecting another world silver coin, or yeah, you're always doing something, showing us, the process. I love that. It's so cool of you, dude. And I was thinking this morning, I was looking at his set, and the first row of FG Stacker's set. In the foreground there, he has, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 of his pours, and they're big, and they're flat, and they're really thin, and I was like, this dude has figured it out, because he understands real estate on silver. He definitely understands there's only so much space to get your artistic point across. And that's why he makes it. I think I'm kind of guessing that's why he does it, because it's, man, yeah, he sent me a couple, and they're amazing, dude. I'm really digging it. And it's very reminiscent of Silver Punk. And Silver Punk, he does like these squares type things like that are thin, and he actually does like 4 of them that like connect to each other. Like they all make one picture. Like you need 1, 2, 3, 4 to make the
Oh,
full
wow.
picture. Yeah,
That,
but yeah, I mean, and then there's so many talented people. FG's not the only one. Yeah, like I said, Silver Punk is amazing. Oh, T-Bird, look what he's doing. He's gone hog wild. I don't even know how that table still stands. He must have, I don't know, 50 pounds of copper on there, and then his whole silver collection on top of that. But yeah, there's just awesome stuff happening in this community. I'm so glad to be part of it, and I'm trying to dip my fingers into the liquid silver, and it's hurt. It's hurting.
I was going to say, what's going on with your pouring, man? I haven't heard anything from you on it yet. What's up with you? Are you still trying to work on it, or what's going on with your pouring?
Yeah, I'm just flubbing it, but I'm learning every time. I learn a little bit more, and that's how I learn just about everything, man. By making mistakes and just failing and trying again, and I'll get it. I'm gonna get it figured out, man. I'm gonna be
Have
pouring
you
up
poured
some cool. I've already envisioned it in my mind, so it has to happen. End of story.
100%? Have you poured any silver yet? Or are you still working with copper?
I can't even melt silver yet. No. Look back at my videos. There's a couple of ants like attacking a silver bar that's kind of half melted. It's a
Mhm.
thumbnail. It's a live stream I did, and yeah, it's kind of fun. I was attacked by ants. There's a lot of cussing. Yeah, there's definitely a explicit language warning on that one. Um, but yeah, yeah, I'm learning, man. So I'm enjoying it, and man, I'll tell you what, doing it in front of this doing it in front of this community is a great way for them to, it's always constructive criticism, man. They're not even criticizing. They're just like, hey, try this, or try that, or I did it this way, and they're just always so helpful. And so that's why I do it. Like, just go for it. And I don't care about making mistakes. Kind of like Cartier Silver. Have you guys subscribed? He's got 300 yet. Yeah, he shows all of his mistakes and all of his triumphs. And I really respect that about him. And that's what I'm doing too. I want to follow in his footsteps and definitely try it all in front of everybody. I don't want to like go practice and get real good at it and then just pop out and show you like, oh, I'm a badass. I want to kind of learn along with that's why I call it a journey. I think we all kind of feel like we're sharing a journey, but like you said, some of us aren't. Some of us are more commercial, and I'm more. I just want to hang with my friends, man. All the cool people I know, and enjoy what they know, and watch them. And yeah, we're doing it. And thanks for being here tonight, man. I think we've been on almost 2 hours. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I can go as long as you want to go. I know you stay pretty busy. I just saw FG Stacker said 75 pounds, by the way. 75 pounds.
Oh, T-Bird
Oh,
says he got.
T-Bird. Yeah, T-Bird.
Okay, so I was off by 25. Yeah, I can see that I was off easily.
Hey,
Easily.
I'm with Cartier. He's telling you got to get an electric furnace, man. That propane furnace, man. That's so much harder, man. You got to get that it's so much more calibrated with the electric furnace.
Yeah, no, yeah, I see that now. The one I have is like a big giant 8 kilogram. That thing just rocks. Like it's so freaking hot. I'm gonna do some big copper bars next. I bought some molds to make some big bars. I did the rabbits before, but now I'm just gonna do like T-bird kind of bars. And yeah, let's see. Somebody just rolled in here. Stack a Dagger Wager. There's another guy that's poured some silver and pewter and copper, and he does a really great job. He's kind of needs to shake the rust off and get out there again. He was mentioning that last time I showed him one of my videos about pouring copper. He's like, yeah, I got to get back out there and dust off the furnace. But I think we have the same exact furnace. Uh,
And
yeah,
Sleuth is I'm ready to start seeing some Sleuth stuff too because I know he got his stamp. He should be ready to rock.
yeah, right. Heck yeah. Are you talking about the stamps that you? Oh, have you seen the like the presses?
Oh, dude, oh my gosh, that would be so cool to get a custom press. I mean, they're
They,
not really expensive. I mean,
yeah,
they're pretty reasonable.
like you could get like a couple $100, like the stand-up type that uses a hydraulic jack that you just crank it down with a hydraulic jack. It's basically upside down and just pushes into it. And then it's got to be super strong, and that's why it costs a couple, two, three, or I think it's like $240 at Harbor Freight. And that's like Northern Tool. I don't know, like kind of like a cut rate tool supply house. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Well, you are because you live here, but other people out there in the chat. But anyways, but then there's also this type. It's like a sleeve that goes that you drop it into, and you put another sleeve over it. It's got like a pin in the top, and that's where your stamp is. And then you actually just slam a sledgehammer down on the thing,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's the one I've
that's
seen. Yeah,
freaking
100%.
cool.
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah. I could, because it is like the power. It's not like a jack. It's like you slammed it, like you printed it. Like back in the old days when they would do it, like to make like Spanish reals, they would slam that thing down, man, by
100.
hand.
That's how I would want to do it. I'd want to get one of those manual press or slams or whatever you call them. I think they're super cool, man.
Yep, absolutely, man. And then there's all these different companies that'll make you those the stamps too. You kind of imagine, I know they're way heavier duty, but like the wax stamps I use.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of, did you see this? I think this is the coolest thing ever. I know you've changed things up a little bit, but I think this is the coolest right here. Y'all see that?
Oh,
Liberty Bleed Silver made this for me. He put his stamp on here. Look at that. I mean, just how cool is that? Who does that?
I do.
Yes, you do, man.
Oh, thanks, man. That's so nice of you. Yeah,
And look,
those are
look,
fun. I like
you
the
remember
bags, man.
this? You remember this?
Oh yeah. Oh, look how wore off the tip is, man. I jammed on that puppy.
I love it. Old Guitar Center, man. Yep. That's the pick too, right there.
I
Yes,
figured
sir.
I figured you'd appreciate that because it's local.
100%, man. 100%.
Oh,
Yep. And
thanks,
you
man.
you changed up your poker chip, I think, since. But this was your at least the one that you had when you gave it to me.
Oh yeah. I have a white one before that, but that's the most recent. I'm actually out of those now. I got to get a whole new. I actually designed some chips that I'm gonna have made up, and yeah, like I said, I just need to get a little bit ahead. I wish I was so close to getting monetized, and I know it wouldn't have been much, but yeah, I put 2 years into it, and then I lost that channel, and it's just like, damn. Now I'm like, now I got mailing problems. I just had to send Phoenix coins at another bar that got lost in the mail. I mixed up a couple of giveaways, sent the wrong pieces of 1 ounce to Zoltan and a half ounce to Seven Stacks, which I thought that's what I did, but I did it the other way around. And so when they got those packages, they actually sent them back to each other, but one of them's missing. Now it's like, oh my god, I'm the mail. And I was a Cranky Stacker. I think before his auction, he did like a pre-auction. He also did a rant about the mail, and I didn't watch it, but I feel just the headline, USPS sucks or something like that. I tell you, it's like I don't know. I feel like I'm just being drained, man. You know, but I'm still at it, and there are some important packages I need to get out. But I'm gonna definitely. I might even close my PO box, man, and just kind of only mail to people that I really trust and know, and just use my regular address because that costs a lot of money too. But
Oh, I looked
it's like
today on
having
it.
a
It was like
channel is expensive, and there's no return.
I
Really,
looked
and
today at it. It's like 250 bucks, at least the place that I saw for a year for a PO box, man. That's a lot of silver right there, man.
oh yeah, man, you're right, and I can't complain. No, people have helped me in the community. They've sent me money to send packages, like Stack Tagger Wages, one of them. A few people have like purchased, they like buy me a coffee, like send to Georgie. He did that. Thanks so much, you guys, everybody. Yeah, they got me a big push on some mail I had, and yeah. So I mean, people, Blue Collar Stacker, he sends me like a microphone for my phone, and just people are so cool, and people have sent me so many amazing, wonderful gifts. It's not like I'm not complaining like, oh, I'm not going breaking even or whatever. No, I, I, I do this channel because I enjoy it, and that's why I put the money out to do it, and that's why the people send me things because they want me to enjoy something that they gave me, and I've sent a lot of gifts myself, and I always try to reciprocate best I can. I know I'm really slow in the mail, but yeah, I'm going to try to hit everyone who's ever sent me and send them something really cool back so that I can make them feel the way they've made me feel, man. And yeah, that's the reward. That's the return right there, man. It's just feeling good. It really is.
Yeah, man, making other people feel. That's what life is all about, bro. Life is all about connections and making somebody happy. If you can affect somebody's life, even just for 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, man. If you can change somebody's day from a bad day just to something good for a minute, that's I don't think that's just what life's about, man. There's nothing more beautiful than that.
No doubt, man, and especially the camaraderie. Excuse me, that we have. Like we open mail from each other on the video, and we share stories. We interview people. We just hang together, like in the chat feed, like watching each other, and it's so much fun, man. And so many times I'll laugh just like watching a video, or somebody will say something, and or mention another channel, and it's like, oh my god, it's like you can so relate to it. And I know we're a very small niche, but man, it's a good one. It's a really good one, bro.
100%, man. Well, how you feeling there, LBS? You ready to call it, man? We've been on for a while, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think maybe you could do me a big favor. Oh, LL is here. Good to see you, LL. I was gonna have you, if you wouldn't mind, just calling out maybe the last, I don't know, few people until we start duplicating all over again.
100%, man. We got LL in the chat. Good to see you, LL. We've got Stacker Staker, man. He's a trooper. He just crossed over 1,000 over on X, which is a huge monumental milestone for him.
Congrats.
Blue Collar we got in the chat. We got Cartier Silver. We've got Stacker Staker Wager, or Stacker Attacker Wager. We've got T-Bird was here, but he had to run. We've got Monkey King. Man, come on, Monkey King coming up, y'all. He's going to be on a live here soon. We've got Silver Sleuth. I love Silver Sleuth, man. He's awesome, so knowledgeable. Sobriety and Silver, congratulations again, crossing over to 1,000. Y'all check his channel for the giveaway. Get involved. Let's see who else we got in here. FG Stacker, of course, man. Y'all, we hit on FG Stacker tonight. Y'all got to go follow FG Stacker. Vegas Stacker hanging out with us on his vacation, sitting on the beach. Man, that's awesome. Awesome, Vegas Stacker. Love you, bro. Hopefully you have a wonderful trip and safe travel home. Monkey King says badass. So that's who I'm seeing in here. I think that catches us up.
Right on. It looks like Cartier, I've got a question for you, and I'll ask you this question. He says, how did I lose my channel? And my question for you is, you can maybe be typing it in now, did you pass 300 subscribers? Did this show help you get over 300 just now or not? And then how I lost my channel was I deleted a Google account that I did not realize the channel was connected to through branding. I pushed buttons I shouldn't have pushed and actually just deleted the whole thing, man. Yeah, sad day. Very sad day.
Did that have
Be careful.
anything to do? Did that have anything to do with getting the AdSense set up?
Yeah, I just got AdSense probably about 4 hours before, and what I was trying to do was every time I was trying to get onto StreamYard, it would come up with another channel that I had, and those two channels were linked, and I didn't know how to. I didn't realize that they were linked, so I deleted that channel, and that was like that was the wrong one, man. That was the good one. And so, yeah, I don't know
Murphy's
how to
Law.
back. Maybe
Murphy's
it's possible.
Law came up and bit you.
What was that?
I said Murphy's Law came up and bit you.
Yeah, man, I had 2 years into it. I had 1,566 subscribers. I had 1.9 thousand videos, and I worked my ass off for that, man. And I had over 560,000 views.
Wow. Bro, you're going to get there again. You guys, if you're not, I mean, surely everybody here, I mean, this is LBS is hosting this, but if you're here, maybe because you saw my name or maybe somebody told you to come on, I shared this over on X today. So maybe you're over here from X. If you guys aren't already subbed up to LBS, man, go over there, click the sub, make sure that you hit the bell notification. Otherwise, whenever he does put out videos, you may not know about it. It may not even push it to your channel. So sub up LBS. It's Liberty Bleeds again, by the way, and hit that bell notification.
Thank you, man, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, these watch hours, people watching afterwards definitely helps. For some reason, my chat feed takes like almost 24 hours to process. I don't know why. I noticed when Blue Collar hosts or on his channel, or if Vegas Stacker hosts on his channel, the comments come up within like 15, 20 minutes. So I feel like I'm being throttled, like YouTube doesn't like me, something's going on, or I'm not doing something right. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to keep on doing it because I'm enjoying it. And yeah, I really like these shows that we do. Saturday Morning Showdown is a great time. We start at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's Pacific Daylight Time right now. And that's 10 o'clock over there on the Eastern Coast. And then we have this Monday Night Metals. And we do it every week, man. We have different guests on. And like I was touched on earlier, we basically had the chat feed, most of the chat feed on. And if you are in the chat feed and you want to be on, hit me, libertybleedsilver@gmail.com. Liberty Bleeds has an S on the end, and the silver has an S to begin the word. So there's two S's in the middle. libertybleedsilver@gmail.com. Hit me up. Maybe somebody could drop that email or link, or just go to my description page. All my information is there. And you can do the same with Blue Collar. You can do the same with Vegas Stacker. And to let us know that you want to be on, man. It doesn't matter the size of your channel. It doesn't matter if you even have if you create content. Everyone has a channel.
Hey,
But
Giada's on here, man. I think it's I don't know if I pronounced that right, but we were worried about her last week. Something happened. We lost her, and we were worried about her. But she's on here and says hello, everyone.
oh, right on. Yeah, actually, from what I've been hearing or gathering, I've been seeing comments from Bellows in other streams, or I don't know where, that he was traveling. I think he went to go visit her. Is that true, Gatita? That's so cool. That's so cool if that's what really happened. I feel like he was traveling through states and he was on his way to visit. Let us know, Gatita. It's good to see you. Glad you're here. Thank you.
Yes, we were worried about you last week. We thought something happened to you because you said you needed help or something, and Vegas was really concerned. So yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for chiming in. We know everything is okay.
she was driving somewhere. Yeah, that you're right. Thank you for reminding us. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and Cartier Silver, he says he's at 298. Thanks for the push. So there you go, man. He got two more during the show. That's cool. I don't know if we did it or he did it on his own, but we're always trying to help other people get subscribers, because we're trying to keep this network going and build it. And thanks for all being part of it tonight, man. And thank you so much for coming on, Silver State Stacker.
Thank you for having me, man. It was a great chat about the silver ratios, man. Hopefully, and we did that up front, so hopefully, some people got some input and some information about that to help them make some informed decisions.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. There's a lot to be learned here, and I'm glad we're part of it, learning and helping people learn, sharing what we know, and then always being open to other points of view and other perspectives. So yeah, you come on. Anybody comes on, if you got a different point of view, I, actually, I, preaching to the choir gets boring. you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we wanted to get Gator on because he doesn't. Remember, we wanted to have you and Gator on at the same time.
To be honest with you, man, I was, I feel like I'm pretty versed in the Goldbacks, and I kind of would have been able to stand my ground. But I didn't really want to do that, man. I didn't really want to go up against, somebody, and he feels the way he feels, and it is. I don't like that, if he puts other people down, or, that's just Gator, man. That's who he is. But aside from all that,
True.
man, I think he's probably a great guy. I think he's probably, I've listened to his channel before, and I think he's a funny guy, man. I mean, I got
Yeah.
nothing against Gator. I think he's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And but I like it. That if somebody's got a little different point of view, it's nice to because that's how you learn. That's how you put yourself in their shoes because you're listening to them tell you their story.
The world would be pretty boring if we were all the same, wouldn't it?
Oh man, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. And I gotta give a special shout out to Blue Collar Stacker. Thanks so much for trying to get on. I don't know what the technical difficulties were, why it wasn't working, but I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. And I'm enjoying being part of the Vegas Cabal. And you're like you're like part of it, Silver State.
I love it, man. You guys welcomed me from, with open arms from the beginning, and I think you and Vegas Stacker were really one of my first subscribers, and I think you reached out to me right from the get-go, and I don't think you saw me as competition or anything like that, and that just goes to speak to your character, man. You and Vegas, man, you guys are just class acts, and I mean, the first time I met Blue Collar Stacker, I mean, it was the same. Just good people, man. Just good people.
Oh heck yeah, dude! I feel the same way about you. I'm really glad I get to know you because you're very intelligent, and I really like your perspective quite a bit. Um, yeah, I don't know. I know we had like this Vegas Cabal is like this trio of us, and I tell you what, it's very fitting that you filled in for Vegas while he was gone. And I don't know if how you feel about this, but and I don't want to call it playing pickup, but how would you feel about always filling in if one of us can't make it? Could you ponder that for
Always,
us?
man. I'm here, man. I'm always here. Absolutely, man. I love this. I love the community, and yeah, anything I can do to help out, pick up slack where somebody else can't make it. 100%, man. Yeah, I'm always here.
Dude, and you're picking up the Vegas Slacker tonight. Thank you so much.
Vegas deserves. He deserves it. We all be so blessed to get a vacation in Hawaii, man. He deserves it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, a big salute to Vegas Stacker enjoying himself out there. Can't wait for you to get home safely, man. But have a good time, and we'll be here. We'll be here.
And I got a message for Sleuth. I saw he missed the beginning, man. I definitely encourage you. I mean, we ran into some technical difficulties. We lost Blue Collar, right? I felt like we were really in the middle of it, man. I was like losing track of time, losing track of reality, and we were just in the thick of conversation. And then boom, technology just crashed it all. But the first 15, 20 minutes of this live, I think you'd get some really good conversation and some good topics about that gold to silver ratio.
Yeah, yeah. That was a good one, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right on. All right. Well, let's see. We have 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think that's a good time to cut it. Um, thank you all for being here. I'd shout y'all out, but I think you probably have been 3 or 4 times now. Thank you all for coming. And again, thanks for being here, Silver State. You guys have an excellent evening, y'all. And I thought I would do something there. Oh, dude, look at that. That's a cool chip, bro. That Do I have one of those?
Man, you know what? I had one. I brought one to the show for you, but I'll have one for you in July. We'll meet up in July at the next show, and I've got one of these for you, and I've got one of these for you, and maybe I'll have poker chips by then. I don't know. I need to get some poker chips.
Oh, that's a coaster.
It's a coaster. Yeah, it's a coaster.
Coaster.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Okay, the coaster. Yeah, right on. I definitely want to get one of those. I love it how it looks like a poker. It's like a giant ass poker chip. That's so cool.
I designed it for a poker chip, and I don't know what went across my mind. I thought, oh, I'll get these coasters. They're big, they're cool, and
Oh,
I got coasters instead of chips. So next
dude,
time I'll get chips.
I love it. Again, that's it's so cool, man. You're bringing yourself to it, and that is awesome, man. Totally love it. I like the coasters. I had some of those made up a couple of times. I should probably get some more. I always did that Sticker Mule when they go on sale. If you guys don't know about Sticker Mule, man, their sales are banging. Yeah, for sure. Go check those out. But I wanted to leave you guys with this a video, just kind of to play you out. Got to advertise for my channel a little bit. I hope everyone has an excellent rest of their week. Thanks for coming here tonight, for hanging out on Monday Night Metals. Y'all have a good one. Peace out. Stay shiny and ciao. And I hope this works. Later, y'all. Ciao.